If you've ever wondered what I actually do for most of my days, a big part of that is consulting over the phone, where I'm speaking to people that have problems with their dogs and they're stuck. So, two of the most common issues that dogs have are skin issues, which we won't be talking about today, but I could go on about that forever, and joint or arthritis health, dogs slowing down, limping, and so on. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. Now, this is not new information, however, I feel it's the most important foundations to your dog's health. So, I feel so strongly about this, and I'd love to get this message out. So, what I'm going to do, just to encourage you to share this video, because I know there's so many people out there that can benefit. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do two very special and expensive packages for two lucky people. All you have to do is share this video, make sure that it's public so I can see your names, that you've shared it from the Augustine approved Facebook page. And then what I will do is I will do a raffle Wednesday. It finishes at 5 p.m. and I'll draw shortly after. 5 p.m. Melbourne time this Wednesday. I'm going to be giving away two special packages, everything that you're going to need to help get you started on a better life for your dogs, just to change things for you, and you can try something new and see if it works for you. Okay, so joint or arthritis health. This is a topic I spend so much of my day talking to people about this, and I'm always surprised that it's not necessarily new information, but it's things that they haven't thought about it in this way before. So I'll make the argument that the root of all disease is inflammation. Okay, inflammation. So then we have to look at if your dog has a problem with joints, arthritis, pancreatitis, inflammatory bowel disease, so on. All these diseases or illnesses are inflammatory problems. All your itis conditions are inflammatory conditions. And we have to ask the question, why are dogs so inflamed? And then we look at what's in the bowl. And most people still feed dry food or canned food. Now that might be because you think it's good, budget, time restrictions, whatever it may be. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how much we spend on these foods. You could pay $100 for a small bag. You could have the most organic ingredients. The problem that we face is that the moment it is processed, by its very design, it is now inflammatory. Have you ever thought about it like that? So that is why when we go to the veterinarian and say, hey, my dog's having joint issues, and they say, well, you have arthritis, you have no idea how many times I believe there's a misdiagnosis, because there's many good supplements out there. For example, one of the ones we're giving away, Augustine Super Boost, the dogs are bouncing off the walls again. If they were really that arthritic, is it the product? Or is it the fact that maybe they just have inflammation in their body that needs to clear, and it's not really a permanent issue? It doesn't have to become a permanent issue. So the way that I would phrase it is, you have something that's alkalizing. So we need to look at the diet. Remember that every living being has life force. Every part of its body has and our bodies has a frequency. We're electrical beings. We're alive. So when we feed processed food, there's no life force. It's dead. It's dead food. There's not that much benefit. And there's so many synthetic nutrients added to these foods to try and compensate for everything that's been cooked or burnt out. So when we look at whole foods, fresh foods, they have everything that the body needs. The body recognizes and absorbs it, and it doesn't have that inflammatory response. That's the most important thing, is if the root of all disease is inflammation, why are we starting with injections or anti-inflammatory medications? I'm not saying there's not a time for medication, but that should be always the end game, the last resort. Okay, so we see it all the time when dogs change their diet, or if people can't afford to change the diet or don't have the time to change the diet, even by adding a supplement. And again, that's across the board. That's just not just this product. When they're adding an anti-inflammatory supplement, what they're finding is that dogs are doing really well again. With us, how many times have we seen 15-year-old dogs? People, you can read hundreds of reviews. People are saying the dogs are bouncing off the walls. So if we go back to basics, forget the marketing. You remember that pet food companies can spend more money on marketing than they do on the actual products. And we go back to basics. I'd love to encourage you to make fresh food for your dogs. Um, Give it a try. I have recipes that I give away for free in the Augustine Approved magazine. There's so many out there on the internet that you can research and view and make up your own food. But the most important thing is that we are going back to our origins, going back to real food rather than sticking to dry food and then getting straight on the meds. Please, again, I hope you can share this information. It is so fundamental, but so overlooked. And I hope that it will save you guys a lot of money and heartache later down the track. Because, as I've always said, our dogs are time bombs, and there's only so much the body can take. So everything is about reducing risk and helping the dogs live long and healthy lives. Make sure you share. Thanks for watching.